Blanca was found murdered on November 7, 2001, in the back seat of her car in the parking lot of Atlanta Center in Green Hills, San Juan, Metro Manila, where she worked for the Movie and Television Review and Classification Board, attending screenings and rating movies twice a week. Blanca's husband, Rod Strunk, was the prime suspect, according to prosecutors, who hired a hitman to kill her because Blanca had disinherited him in her will. Blanca had up to 85 million pesos in assets, including a 10 million pesos condominium in Green Hills, San Juan, and a $300,000 house in California, according to investigators. Strunk would receive nothing if Blanca had declared her marriage null and void. Although Blanca's will specified that her daughter would inherit all her assets, if she passed away before being able to dissolve their marriage, Strunk, as the couple's legal spouse, would be entitled to a piece of her estate. Philip Medel, a confessed killer who turned himself into PNP Task Force Marsha on November 19, 2001, and admitted that Strunk had hired him to kill Blanca, served as the case's primary source of evidence. 4 days later, Medel changed his story, stating that the police had tortured him into admitting. Medical examinations had turned up nothing, according to the prosecutors, to support his claims of torture. Prosecutors in the Philippines maintained that Strunk was the major suspect despite Medel's retraction, partly considering circumstantial evidence and testimony from additional witnesses. When Strunk was accused of killing Blanca in 2003, he was in the United States. He left the Philippines in January 2002 to see his dying mother, and he never came back. Once the Philippine government requested Strunk's extradition to face trial there, he was later detained at the Sacramento County Prison and jailed at his residence. Strunk was promptly released from prison after the U.S. court rejected the extradition request. The Filipino government had submitted a second extradition request for Strunk, but the United States government had not yet responded. On July 11, 2007, Strunk, who had been sleeping at the Tracy Inn in Tracy, California for the previous 3 days, committed suicide by jumping from a second-floor balcony. Kay Torres bemoaned the fact that the criminal matter is still undergoing trial 7 years later in 2008. She declared that she believes Philip Medel committed the crime. Up until his passing on April 7, 2010, at the age of 62, Philip Medel was still considered a suspect and was being detained in jail. At the Philippine General Hospital, sepsis brought on by pneumonia claimed the life of Medel. The 6th episode of the Philippine television documentary series Case Unclosed, titled Nida Blanca Murder Case, examined the ongoing murder case on Nida Blanca.